Alrighty, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. Panda夕消 vtuber streaming yapping. I will never do yapping, like purely yapping stream, because I like to do stuff while I talk. That makes me a good streamer, right? Technically, right? Anyway, oh man, I actually should have a big logo that says Cancun. Oh well, I think YouTube will survive. But anyway, yes, Cancun. I was out 4 days. Basically, I attended a wedding. As you can see, the beaver's wedding. Yeah, the beaver got married and then invited us to Cancun, Mexico. It's like a vacation, right? I guess. Although in the end, I feel like it's more work than it is vacation. I will explain why. Well, first thing first, let's talk about Cancun. Bam! This is Cancun. Oh. Let's do live stream. This is Cancun. Cancun City. But we don't really go to the city. We fly into the airport. Very relaxing airport. I was surprised at the number of lax security guard. And a bunch of people trying to be friendly to help the tourists out. Although being in also a place, I never know if people are just friendly or they are trying to scam you, you know. You never know. But anyway, well, I'm not, I guess I'm unusual person that people don't really want to engage with. Well, if you see a red panda strolling around, I guess you wouldn't expect the red panda to respond to you. Yeah, smelly red panda. Anyway, I think my smell was able to deter people from approaching me. Yeah, that's a good thing. Anyway, we're actually supposed to get sunscreen. Well, at least I was supposed to remember to get sunscreen at the airport, but I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. So in the end, I didn't have any sunscreen. So, well, it's not like I brought a swimming trunk anyway. Actually, I was thinking to buy swimming gear in the airport as well. Because I didn't have time to, I should have time technically, but I guess I just forgot. I could just order online or something, but it would have been fine. But then I thought I could just get it last minute, and then I found out my last minute, all the stores were closed. So I went to Cancun without swimming gear. Well, the good thing is that I guess the place is not really suitable for ocean swimming anyway, but there's a lot of swimming pool. So anyway, we travel with a prepaid bus ride, not quite bus, minibus. Man, little people, this is supposed to be a down season, but we still have a lot of people in the airport. I guess all the rush got to me. I forgot stuff. Anyway, we got to good thing that's good enough. Actually, it's no big deal. It's it seems like they are very prepared to accept tourists here. Yeah, it's a tourist zone. So yeah, we traveled and then come to this side of the town, or you call it town. This is the hotel zone. This entire strip is a hotel zone. Man-made island. Not entirely, but apparently this part is the oldest part of the Cancun. All the rest are newer. I think as you go down, you get newer maybe. They have construction like over here or something. That's like a building. And then I stayed at where is it? It was here somewhere. It's here somewhere. Man, all these resorts look a little similar on the sky. Eh? Why can't I find a place that I stay at? I'm crazy. No, it's here somewhere. I looked there earlier. It can't be up north. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's a bit more north. Yeah. Ebro Star Selection, Cancun. I stay at one of these most remote room, like one of these beat up place. You know, I kind of prefer. I probably should have like stay up on a tower. I would have better view and better access. But for me, like stay all the way out there. I wonder if they give me like a crappier room or something as well. Because actually somebody was supposed to stay with me, but they cancelled because they couldn't get their passport ready. So yeah, they were supposed to split the cost with me, and well, to be honest, I didn't really pay for it. Like the aunties and the parents pay for it. I'm a broke red panda, so yeah. Well, to be fair, I also bring them some benefits, so it's fair. It's fair, I think. Anyway, enough about the cars. Actually, like, I think my room is like 1,400, something like that, USD for like 4 days. Yes, actually for 5 days, but I booked the wrong number of days. Or maybe there was a mix-up when before they cancelled. But yeah, I paid like 1 day extra that I didn't stay at. Damn it. Well, anyway, enough about the map. Let's talk about a bit about the history of Cancun. I guess I'll just read off this thing. This is pretty interesting. How Mexico built Cancun from scratch. Yeah, I looked it up. I just had to look it up. When deciding to build a brand new resort city from the ground up, the federal government just didn't happen upon Cancun. In 1968, Mexico used computer model availed itself of all the best brains and technical know-how of a modern nation in selecting the site. A 9-mile strip of jungle island off the coast of Quintana Roo. In 1972, when bulldozers were already quickly transforming this beautiful fishing village on the Yucatan Peninsula, a New York Times reporter went to Mexico to learn how a government goes about building a multi-million-dollar playground. Antonio Enriquez Savignac, I hope I pronounced that right, then the 40-year-old Harvard graduate head of Infratar Fund for the Promotion of Tourism Infrastructure, was found ensconced. What is that word? Ensconced. Anyway, with his team of experts on top of floor of a Banco de Mexico building just off Alameda Square in downtown. Man, there's a lot of names, huh? Hold on, I feel like I need to burp. That feels a bit better. I had a big dinner. Now they become gas in my stomach. excuse some verbs. Anyway, in downtown Mexico City, envtuber was Banco de Mexico's agency masterminding the government's first plunge into the resort business. The picture of Hotel Camino's reel is seen from Cancun Beach, 1978, from Texas Monthly, September 1978. Asked why the government decided to build a resort, Enriquez replied, "Money, of course, it's always about money. Tourism means money, and the government turned over the job of developing its tourism infrastructure to the Bank of Mexico, equivalent of your Federal Reserve Board," Enriquez continued. Enriquez later became Secretary General of the United Nations World Tourism Organization before his death in 2007. Just before the banking crisis, huh? Must I live a fruitful life and escape the crazy stuff? In 1967, the federal government set aside a $2 million fund to be administered by the bank to determine the feasibility of creating new recreational zones, preferably where no other available development alternative exists. Ads. WestJet, this is like an old picture of Cancun. Somewhat old, I guess. Not super old, but somewhat old. You can see some hotel building already. The development of Cancun was approved in 1969, eventually began in 1970 with the construction of a road from Puerto Juarez and a small airfield. In setting up envtuber, a basic objective was regional economic development, particularly in areas where unemployment was high. envtuber was empowered to buy up land to prevent speculation at the site, yet wished to develop to include private investment by providing the basic airport, bridge, roads, and water, electricity, and telephone service. We knew exactly what we wanted to build, a resort that would attract a massive flow of tourists from the United States, Enriquez told the Times reporter. But before we could obtain the go-ahead, we had to convince the government that tourism was the fastest growing, most dynamic sector of economic growth in the world. As bankers, we approached this from the bank's point of view, taking everything measurable into account, feeding it into a computer, and leaving nothing to chances. We pointed out, for example, that the number of Caribbean tourists from the United States had risen from 400,000 in 1961 to 1.5 million in 1969, and that even with the recession. This figure would top 2 million in 1972. We had to show, in other words, that American tourists were traveling further and staying longer. Ooh, smell like delicious money. Very convincing. Cancun in 1970, photo archive. I actually found some pictures online. Let me bring it up. 1970, 1972, 1978, and 2006. Look at this, 1970 and 2006. This is like the same spot. Yeah. It's like 1970, there's like nothing. They just like prepped the land basically. 1972 is still like relatively empty. 1978, you can see some buildings already. Yeah. Well, anyway, The infrastructure planner agreed that any potential site would have to have perfect weather year-round, eternally blue skies and bluer seas with white sand beaches lined with towering palms. In addition, the spot would have to have drinking water available, a plentiful supply of local labor in new jobs, few mosquitoes or snakes inland, and fewer sharks offshore. I suppose that's kinda important, huh? You don't want poisonous snake and sharks. Hey, it could be interesting, right? Well, you don't want bad news in tourist spot, definitely not. The hotels, golf courses, marinas, and tourists will follow. First, the envtuber economists drew up a consumer profile of the typical beach-oriented Caribbean tourist and compiled a dossier of their migratory habit. Envtuber statistics were on a variety of successful resorts from the Caribbean to Honolulu, including Miami Beach and Mexico's own Acapulco. The number of tours and hotel room average temperature and rainfall, even the incidence of hurricanes was fed into the computer. Excuse me. Not content to just gaze at computer readouts, they then personally check the swimming conditions, the beaches, the actual living conditions at various places along Mexico's 6,000 miles coastline. You know, I've been thinking about this computer part. You know, 1970, the computer is very there's no Windows. Yeah, like there's no the computer back then is now the computer like now. Like everything will be just maybe DOS, MS-DOS. Actually, when did DOS come out? I forgot. I know Windows is maybe early 90s, late 80s. MS-DOS. MS-DOS came out in 1981. So it's like we don't even have MS-DOS then. That's the computer they're working with. It's probably like a punch card, a bunch of and push out a bunch of long what's it called? Long script of receipt. Look like receipt. I'm talking about Cancun, my trip to Cancun. So I went over a bit of the history of the Cancun. Right now I'm reading more of this blog with the historical Cancun. To sum up what I read earlier, they started in 1970, invested, they need to look for places, convince the government that tourists is the most profitable business that's blowing up in the Caribbean. And then they look for the places. The condition they want was let me reread this part, guys. Inciting and refer to basic objective was regional economic development, particularly in areas where unemployment was high. Envtuber was empowered to buy up land to prevent speculation at the site. It wished to develop and to induce a private investment by providing the basics: airport, bridge, roads, and water, electricity, and telephone service. And they wanted to find a spot that is have to have perfect weather year-round, eternally blue skies and bluer sea, with white sand beaches lined with towering palms. In addition, the spot will have to have drinking water available, a plenty supply of local labor in new jobs, few mosquitoes and snakes inland, and fewer sharks offshore. Yep, this is the reason they pick Cancun. So yeah, this I'm talking about I'm yapping about my Cancun trip experience. And where was I? I think we talk about again. Oh yeah, I was talking about the computer. I really wonder what kind of data they put in the computer. And the computer back then was hardly like a calculator. It's the same computer that sent the rocket to the moon, you know, that type of computer. Windows is not out yet, so we don't even have graphic user interface on the computer. That's the kind of computer they fed the data into. I really wonder if that actually helped. Well, anyway, it's better than one person doing the mathematics, I guess. Okay, let me continue. This is where the human elements come in, Enrique say. When we told one old fisherman that we had computerized hurricane statistics, that's probably what they need a computer for, from 1880 to the present, and found that the eye had never passed through his particular area. He caught a worried eye skyward and said, "Sir, Signor, but still, one never knows. The hurricane, she does not have a rudder." That's pretty good. I suspect this line might not be like real, because he's just a fisherman, right? I don't know if he's like educated to like actually it makes sense. You can come out, but you feel like the lines are a little romanticized, you know what I mean? Anyway, the team even reproduced hurricane in the University of Mexico laboratory, with hotel built to scale and wave 2 inches high. Architect studied the result and ruled that hotel would have to be built to withstand the worst possible assault by the weather. The word was out. Almost every beachfront jungle community in Mexico was competing to be the next Acapulco. I hope I pronounced that right. Acapulco? Well, I looked it up as well. This Acapulco. Puco. Hey, come on, man. Load. Do I have to refresh? Satellite. There we go. So this is the western end of the Mexico's famous beach. Cancun is on the east side with the Atlantic Ocean. Acapulco is on the west side with the Pacific Ocean. You can see this long wave, and especially this area, there's almost no wave you can see from the satellite. But yeah, this is their biggest town. It's like started like way back, maybe like 1600, 1700, 80. So yeah, this is their famous beach where everybody go to, with calm water. On the other side of wow, so many fishing boats. Look at this. It's a huge beach, white sand, seaport. Yeah, honestly, like Cancun's water is much rougher. It's not a good place for swimming or surfing, just because it's on the eastern side with the Atlantic. Like, look at this. This even like an inland coast, like peninsula, half peninsula. So it's like most of the water wave, whatever, kind of dies down once it reaches like to this area. So it makes the water really calm. This is probably one of those top condition beach you can have. Well, Cancun is more on the it sticks outside of the peninsula. Yeah, with the main island of hotel strips. So the water here is a lot rougher. You can like already see on the satellite even. It's really blue though. Look at this, small frequent waves. You can actually see on the satellite. Like, look at this. Look at all this multiple white water. Well, anyway, going back to, so basically that's what Cancun is competing with. And then I have it on the side, like the 1970. Let's see. Turn off this real quick. You can see 1970, 1972, 1978, 2006, where Cancun transformed. And this 1970 and 2015. I always like the history stuff, like to see how things transform into the current state. So this is a fun little read for me. Alright, where am I? The team even produced. Okay, the word was out. Okay, I read that too. In one place, the presence of shark was a non-starter. In another, leafcutter ants moving down from the mountain and devouring everything in their path to describe like the locale. The Cancun Mexico placed its fleet of 5 airplanes at the team's disposal. The planes normally were used to distribute a newly printed currency, and sometimes the envtuber people were pressed into peso in exchange for free transportation. By the way, the envtuber is the company that does the scouting the area. I guess they're the investment group, if you want to say. Investment banking group, I suppose. Or maybe land development. Honestly, I think at this point they do a little too much to be like strictly one thing, I guess. But they're the organization in charge of developing or finding the spot to develop the tourism industry. The team eventually narrowed the choices down to 25 sites and then gave preference to the areas where the people were extremely poor. Yucatan Peninsula and Cancun Island proved to be ideal in this regard. There is great poverty and no industry. Since sizzle has been replaced by plastic, and yet the area has all the ingredients to attract tourism: sun, sea, and good weather the year round, plus easy access to some of the world's greatest archaeological treasure, the Mayan ruins at Chichen Itza and Tulum, for example. Enriquez said. The government bought up the whole island, most of which they already owned anyway, he said. The name Cancun was derived from the Mayan language and is interpreted variously as the shape of the serpent or pot of gold. The banker tend to prefer the later interpretation, the Time reported. Interest in Cancun project is enormous, beyond our wildest dream, Enrique said, speaking at a time when infrastructure was still in the early stages. We have even had offers from large investors to buy up the whole island, but we are only dealing with people who want to build and create jobs. Important. That part is very important, because only that kind of people want to invest in long term. And is want to aim for the positive investment. So looking for the right investment is always very important. The character and reputation that come into play here. These when they invite you to tea parties. Today, Cancun is one of the world's top tourist destinations, which is remarkable considering how relatively young it is. It only likes, I guess at this point 50 years, 55 years. I don't think even 1970 even count, maybe 1972. So 53 years. Development of the area as a resort started on January 23rd, 1970, when Isla Cancun had only 3 residents. 3 residents! Like, this is the first time I read this part. I scanned the previous part. I thought it was interesting, so I stopped reading, and I'm gonna read it on live stream. Caretaker of the coconut plantation on Don Jose de Jesus Lima Gutierrez. I'm butchering it. I'm definitely butchering the name. Forgive me. But who lived in Isla Mujeres? Some 117 people live in nearby Puerto Jerez. Or Jerez? I don't know what pronouncing they use here. Maybe Horace, Chores. Anyway, a fishing village and military base. Investors were actually reluctant to gamble on an unknown area, so the federal government was forced to finance the first 9 hotels, beginning with Haya. Of course, Haya. The Cancun Caribbean. The first hotel to be finished was the Playa Blanca, now named Temptation Resort. Tempting, maybe. The rest is history. A building boom in the 1980 and 1990 propelled the resort city. Today, Cancun has over 30,000 hotel rooms, appealing to a range of tastes and budget. The city alone generates 1/3 of Mexico's tourism revenue and is one of the Caribbean's most visited destinations. Yep, that was it. That's the history of Cancun. Alright, get rid of this. Now is my experience. Oh, I forgot to bring back up the window. Well, I read it to you. I guess it's not that important. Anyway, let's see. Where's my folder? Here it is. Alright, what should I show first? Lobby. Let's start from the lobby. Alright. The lobbies. Hey, why is there only one image? Unsupported file format. Which one is that? Oh, come on, I changed the file format of this. Alright, let me fix this. I changed it earlier. Why is it like this again? Alright, there we go. Let's see. This is the entrance. Yes, this is the entrance. Let's see. Does my mouse work here? Yes. Alright, this is the main entrance. You enter here and it goes to the reception. You get a huge shell on the ceiling and the table. And then you look toward the other end, it's like this. That's the same table. Hello, cute VTuber avatar, thank you. And welcome to the stream where I talk about my Cancun experience. It was a 4-day stay. Yeah, I just went through the history of Cancun. Now I'm talking about my experience. It's my history now. They started in 1970 and then to develop like a strictly tourist area in a poor zone. And they succeeded. It's now one of the top tourist spots in Mexico. And I talk about my experience, I guess. So yeah, you enter the lobby through the front door and then immediately you come to like this scene. It's not as blue as this. I feel like they might have photoshopped this a little bit. It's a bit more natural color. I don't know why it's so blue here. Yeah. I don't know how they did this picture. I have to Photoshop it a little bit. Well, maybe back then they really had blue tint and then they got rid of it. Somebody broke out the windows and replaced it with normal windows. Maybe back then they had blue tint. Honestly, I think they look better without a blue tint. Now, because you want to see the outdoor. You want to see how pretty the outdoor is. Well, anyway, do the checking, blah blah, go to the airport. Oh, the airport. The airport is known to be like slow with baggage. I looked it up prior, did my little research. So yeah, the airport is known to have slow baggage. Like someone we know and are waiting like an hour for their baggage. And this is like kind of like a down season, not like a peak season. Like summer will be peak season, and it'll be hot. I can imagine summer they get like 2 hours baggage wait. So yeah, none of us, the people I told, like or managed to tell, none of them bring baggage, and they just use carry on. So we got through the airport pretty quick, and the security is really lax, so you get through pretty quick. Like I was expected to like strict questioning, especially with today's like travel climate, like a lot of like, oh, where you from, where you come from, who are you, how long you stay, I'm suspicious of your purpose of stay, where's the address, give me the picture, this doesn't look like you, you're a little chubby. No, I know it's like you know, staying for a day, okay, bye. That's it. It's like, oh, how long staying? 4 days? Okay, that's it. It's like I was expecting like at least like need to sign a paper, you know, like fill out a form, blah blah blah. But no, they just like go through, just like hurry up and go. Enjoy your stay. Bye bye. But yeah, coming, check-in. This is like this is supposed to be a 5-star hotel actually. Yeah. Looks nice. But yeah, this is the other side lobby. This is actually a lobby, open lobby bar. Open up all the way until pretty late. So you can order a drink, relax here, talk, chit chat, whatever. And then it's also sit like the next to the below the room. You go upstairs, like here would be like a steakhouse and the what's it called, hibachi, which you had to line up for, or you had to book. I did go to the steakhouse. I didn't go to hibachi. I'm not too interested in hibachi. Just give me my food. Don't play with my food. Give me my food. But some people like entertainment. So yeah, I got these pictures off the internet. I didn't take this picture. It's like I didn't bother taking the interior picture because I know that like going to be this will be an online image of it. I can just grab them off the internet. I did take some pictures of like my room, the seaside view, whatever. So I will show you later. But yeah, elevator lounge. You can look below. You will look like this. When I was there, they didn't have this hang light. I guess this is like more like a vacation, like near Christmas or maybe New Year decoration. But we didn't have this, and we have a lot less like blue tint. I guess they got rid of a lot of blue stuff. I guess the blue stuff was not too popular. Like here, this like indoor, it look more like this, like natural light. And you look at this another angle, this like this all blue. I don't know if this new or old, which one is newer, which one is older, or maybe this like doctored it, photoshopped it. Well, another view. Yeah. Alright, next area. Well, where's my... Ah, here it is. Wow, already 40 minutes in. I gotta hurry up. I won't be able to finish. Let's see. Let's view the outside. Oh, for the people that I haven't seen it earlier. This is the Beaver's wedding. We went to the Beaver's wedding. This is why I was there. I drew a short, quick picture of their wedding picture. Well, sort of, while they were taking the wedding picture. There's some internet image of it. Well, not of them, just like random people. Like these like other people's wedding. Yeah, they look pretty much exactly like this. They look like they use the same set of stuff. They didn't give us a nice chair though. I think like their wedding look out better than I'm not entirely sure. Like we didn't have the. Did we have the carpet? No, we didn't have the carpet. We didn't have the clothing on the chair neither. But yeah, and then their day is a lot more sunny. Our day was like it's not sunny. It was like in the afternoon, so it's not so sunny anymore. And there was a slightly drizzle beforehand, but yeah, we still see blue sky. It's kind of interesting. Well, I guess this is the Caribbean weather. It's like a small drizzle here, and you still see blue sky. So yeah, the beaver got married, beaver wife, beaver husband, and then the beaver grandpa, I guess at this point, was dad. Beaver mom or grandma, and beaver sister. Yes, the beavers, the beaver's wedding. Wow, they still use the similar setup. I didn't draw the palm tree and the lamp on the side. Well, the position is slightly different. Honestly, I think the position here is better. Slightly. Well, I think they chose this like spot because like the building can cover some of the sun as well. So it's like a good location. It's like for like summer. It's like the sun just like melt you, put you into a microwave, and you just bake you. So in this slightly darker area, actually, I think. It's a lot more comfortable, just not as bright, but the camera can always do some tricks. Alright, the wedding actually happened like later. Okay, first day there, I gotta talk about the buffet. Vacation is about eating. The buffet, I think, is my favorite spot. Favorite spot in the entire all-inclusive hotel zone. The buffet. Oh, this is not the buffet. This is the burger place. I never got to try that. I'll tell you why in a bit. So first day, like we arrived like late afternoon, and then originally we were scheduled to go to the steakhouse, but nobody could make it on time. Everybody underestimated the time to travel. Like it's really close to the airport, but the travel time is still there's still travel time, and then waiting for the buses was took a while. Yeah. But anyway, the buffet selection was really good. Or rather, it suits the American taste. Let's put it that way. They have sushi as well. But their sushi, what made me realize, you know, those a lot of sushi places are like owned by Chinese owner. Like just a Chinese guy decided to do sushi because it's profitable. You know, those are still sushi. Those are still sushi. The sushi at this place though, that's when I start to question if this is sushi. Where's the soy sauce? Where's the wasabi? Where's the small dishes? What about the chopstick? Alright. Don't go to Mexican buffet to eat sushi. They have other seafood, eat the other seafood, yeah. But anyway, they have steaks, they have barbecue, Mexican food, of course. They have Italian, they have obviously American, and a little bit of French stuff as well. It's a all-day buffet. You have breakfast, lunch, dinner. They all open up all the way late. And then the most surprising thing about this buffet, the orange juice. Oh my god, I missed the orange juice. Like this is one thing that when I came back home, I'm like, Man, their orange juice was so good. I can drink it like it's water. I don't know what's with the orange juice there. It's like I think the orange juice is like the orange is different. I feel like the orange is like between tangerine and orange, mixing between. Like citrus is like a really big family of fruits, like from grapefruit to lemon and to orange in between. They're all citrus, and then you can grow them very differently and mix and match and whatever. So now we have so many different types of citrus. But yeah, the Mexican orange juice, or at least this place orange juice, tastes like no orange juice I've ever tasted before. It's on the sweet side, nearly no sourness, very faint sourness, which is just enough to bring out the sweetness. And they have like a more raw, like straight up orange juice, and they also have like orange juice that's in more like a large container of ice, which water it down a little bit, which still tastes good. But even the normal like raw, like straight up orange juice with no ice in it, like for the breakfast menu, not breakfast menu, like just breakfast time, I guess, that still tastes very, very different. Now at the last day I had to try like AB fruit juice just to make sure like I'm missing out something weird and funny. I would say Mexico fruit definitely is pretty good. I mean, makes sense, right? Yeah, makes sense. It's like a tropical, subtropical zone. You gotta have good fruit. I suspect they can just go on the street, randomly grab a fruit, and it'll taste good. It's one of those zones. Like Southeast Asia is like that as well. Hard to imagine. Hey, what else? Oh yeah, like I was mostly focused on the Mexican food. Bread? Screw that. I have enough bread in the other places. I'm not trying bread. I also tried Mexican hot chocolate and I didn't try the Mexican coffee. I wasn't too interested. I tried the Mexican hot chocolate, which is a little like coffee, honestly. Okay, maybe that's a little strong word. It's like more like a bit cinnamon taste, more cinnamon flavor to it than usual. I don't know if they do like they purposely put cinnamon instead of sugar or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, cinnamon taste. And then what else? Now that I think about it, I probably should have tried the fruit. But to be honest, I'm more of a carnivore than I'm a vegetarian, so I have a lot of meat-based diet. Like for me, like if I eat vegetable only, I would literally be eating all day in order to supplement the amount of calorie I need. Yeah, like I can I don't think my stomach can take it either. That's be too much fiber. I need a good amount of meat. I need a high calorie within a certain amount of physical space packed in. Well, anyway, enough about that. I do wish I could eat I think about. I'll see. These days I feel like I'm more omnivore. As long as vegetable is good, I can take a good amount of them. It's just I'll be hungry afterward anyway. That's the only problem. Anyway, moving on. What else did I have? Oh yeah, the burger place. I missed out. Well, it's just burger. I guess it's not too special. It's like it's all American imported beef anyway in general. I believe probably have some Mexican beef somewhere, but I honestly can't tell. As far as I know, it's mostly American imported beef for whatever reason. I wonder if they taste different. Well, anyway, let me talk about this iguanas. They have random iguana just like sitting around, like they are rats or squirrel. This is their version of squirrels. As you can zoom in. Yeah, they're just chilling here. You just randomly see them. They're just laying around, sunbathing or something. This is something that I wasn't expecting. Like this is like right outside of the staircase of my room. Iguanas. Yeah, that's their rat. Their squirrel. Or raccoons. Not red panda. Yeah. Let's see. My room. Which one first? Alright, let's use these. Let's go with. Hey, they're all the wrong direction. There we go. The sunrise in my room. Oh yeah, this is what my room look like. Very basic. I would say it might be some of the door, like metal parts, they're all like slightly rusted or have old usage part. You can tell the window door has been seen some usage, repair and all that, and they get a little old. Maybe I should have turned these pictures 90 degrees. Okay, this is the first day I was there. There's two guys sitting there. Apparently, this is the sea turtle zone. It seems like the sea turtle had laid some egg or something like that. So they had to barricade the area to protect the sea turtle. So two guys was working on that while I was there. I have a balcony, specifically pay for that. Oh, the bathtub. I'll talk about bathtub later. This is underneath the balcony. In theory, I can just jump down. It's a swimming pool. So I have a more private swimming pool access that I end up never used because I didn't have a swimming gear because I forgot to buy it in the airport. Later on, I did go look at the hotel's shop to see how much the swimming suit is, or swimming gear and swimming trunk, whatever, sunscreen. They are double the price. Double the price of what you can buy in like American market. Yeah, I'm like, no, it's like $50, $48 for a sunscreen. And it's like, what was like $80 for a swimming trunk. Some of them $60, $80 for a swimming trunk. I'm like, oh hell no! Oh hell no! Oh hell no! You can't rip this off on me. This is some rip-off, man. Yeah, this is my room. Need a room I stay at. They give you like 3 bottles of water over here. They don't have drinkable running water, so they have to give you like a filtered water provided by a specific company. That's and then you have to ask the room service to provide you a new bottle of water, like if you drink a lot of water. They do have like inside this closet, they have a fridge, which have like some beer, some Coke and Sprite, cola, root beer, their version of root beer. And then there's some safe in the closet. This is the bathroom. Nothing special. The bathroom is relatively clean. They clean it properly. But you can tell there's some age to it. A bathtub. I was like, oh, there's a bathtub. Nice. I will try to take a bath one of these days, which I really need. And then when I finally want to use a bathtub, I realize it doesn't work. Why it doesn't work? The stopper, the water stopper is broken. So you can't stop the water from going down. Yeah, good for washing your feet, and that's about it. Unfortunate. I find out too late. I can't even get a room service. Oh, I heard some story about the room service from the other people. It's like this one guy doing like all the repair for technical stuff. Some people have jacuzzi and the jacuzzi didn't work and shut off the entire power of the room because the wiring was not built for it. Yeah, I think the hotel is kind of dated, and then you try to upgrade with some stuff to upsell some prices, but like a lot of things just like doesn't work. Yeah, maybe it's down season as well. They have less worker. Like going back to the buffet real quick, is that like since it lasts like all day, like all the way into the evening, like maybe like 11 p.m. ish, 10 to 11 p.m. That's when you start hearing like plates shattering because like the staff actually knock on things and things fall over. You know that the worker has been like working like really long hour. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for them, but that might be the best like job they have available to them in the area. Like, well, it is a hotel zone, so it's unless they work at a hotel, like they really don't have like many other industry. So yeah, this is like a purely tourist spot. So it's like I really wonder in like a resort town. Let's say like you're born there, you grow up. What do you want to be? Everybody just writes, what's the point? I'm just gonna be a resort hotel worker. Yeah, I don't know how that would feel. Well, anyway, let's go look at the outside. Swimming pools. Or maybe I should talk about the seaside. Let's talk about a swimming pool. We can talk about swimming pool. Unsupported file format. Which two again? What the hell? I saved them. Saved them to a different file format earlier. Okay, I don't have this one. Hey, I really can't bring this one in. Damn it! I need to upgrade Clip Studio so I can run the more modern file format without too much issue. Alright, that should be fine. And then this one. Swimming pool. They do have a pretty interesting setup. And in the middle, there's a bar-like place, like swimming pool bar. And of course, they open all the way till late night. Although I never dip in the water here. They have a kid swimming pool zone, which is pretty nice, well maintained. Honestly, the whole facility is like really well maintained, exterior wise. I think it's only once you get to like my rooms area that things start to be not as cool, like the villas on the southern side. I'm pretty sure they gave me one of the shittier villa. I'm guessing the villa that's closer to the main building are better, and they gave me the shitty one. Yeah, maybe I should ask them to change a room. But I do like being secluded, like being like very far out there. You know why? The Wi-Fi is good. When nobody else can compete with me in Wi-Fi, I can just use the Wi-Fi there with supreme speed. While people on the main building area, their Wi-Fi suck because everybody is eating up the bandwidth. Yeah, so that's a trade-off. And I just, yeah, as long as I have internet, oh, okay. All is well. I'm an internet red panda. But anyway, as you can see, the swimming pool area from above, the swimming pool bar here. You can see the kids pool area with all the toy and slide. And this area is like a shallow water for kids swimming. And right here is like a jacuzzi spot. So they put and the jacuzzi spot is on a higher level, like you had to walk up the stair to get the jacuzzi. So then the parents sitting on the jacuzzi can see the kids from the far away at the kids pool. So that's like I was like, oh, that's really thoughtful design. They put style into it, and then all these palm tree next to the water. And they put like here, top area here. This is like a water polo area. And I see another area that's pretty cool is here. You can like sit on here. There's like a waterfall kind of effect here, and just look at the ocean from there. Like, because the ocean water is so rough, you see so many waves. Constant rapid waves. It's really not good for swimming, and there's a lot of algae, so then having a swimming pool is important here. Well, sunbathing is always nice. Like the beach is so white. Like the other major Mexican beach is like not nearly as white as this. Like these are all still natural sand. Also, it's like a man-made island or peninsula, whatever you want to call it. Like the beach sand is still real. Basically, just go into the ground and like dug them up and bulldozer onto the shore with ships, then with a normal bulldozer, and then push up to the higher elevation to landscaping. So yeah, the sand is still real. Very nice sand. I personally like dry sand, so this was a good experience for me. I don't like wet sand too much. Some people love them though. Like I like dry sand because like once I get off the sand, I can just pat my paws and feet, and then all the sand will come off. They won't stuck in between my my nails. So I like that. I can't like it's comfortable. I did try to exercise on the sand, just like running around. Oh man. I was definitely a bit sore after that. I didn't even exercise for too long. I didn't have too many opportunities either. Oh, this is the burger place. They have burger there for lunch, only open for lunch. And they have like a food truck area. Hot dog. The first thing I see hot dog, I'm like, you came all the way to Mexico to eat hot dog? Are you serious? Well, as long as people enjoy whatever float your boat, man. And the buffet is here. This is the buffet building. And there's like the steakhouse and American restaurant. It's kind of off the picture. Oh, let me show some high view. A high view. Don't give me the unsupported file format, please. Okay, this is a random internet picture that's taken. I don't know what time period this is. Maybe when it first started, before grand opening, they take some picture. As you can see, there's like nobody here. Same with this one. This is like internet image. You know, it doesn't look like this anymore because there's construction in the background, and then there's people in the pool. Hey, which one is this? Okay, I took this picture. in the high building. We went to like what, the 8th floor or something like that, and I purposely take this picture. And you see the people, you can see the construction in the background. I don't know if it's renovation or construction. But they're building a building far away, a new resort. So the place is still being developed. Or maybe it's a hospital, who knows? I doubt it. But yeah, high views. I would say the place is definitely very beautiful. Like the water is like more blue, like very, very blue, because the water is so shallow. But I do wonder if this blue part is like man-made as well. Or maybe it's orange like this already. Actually, we can probably go back and see. How do I... Alright, let me close these. Yeah, too many tabs. Here's 1970. So they do have a very blue water already, initially. Yeah. So they didn't do too much to her with the blue water. Well, as you can see, there's a lot of algae though, on this part. You know, now that I look at it, look like only our area has more algae. Now further down there's no algae. Maybe the further down the hotel are better for like swimming. Who knows? I wouldn't know. I didn't go there. What else? Seaside. Let's get seaside. The image of the internet. Alright, this one's unnecessary. I'll just do this one. You can see a lot of rapid, fast wave. This is the difference between Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean is mostly like really deep water, so the water wave are slow, deep, and powerful, and usually higher waves. But once you get to one sound area, it's like so calm and peaceful. But Atlantic, because the water is more shallow, the waves are more rapid and more influenced by the wind and the Earth's rotation, earthquake, whatever, so on. Well, earthquake influence everything, so that doesn't really count. But it's also why they have less tsunami, I guess. But yeah, this sunset is it's not photoshopped. It really is kind of like that. Let me see. Yep, this is the first day, first morning I have there. I was forced to wake up. I didn't have any choice. Because the moment sunrise, the sun seeped right into the windows, right into my face. I had no choice but to wake up. Hey, to show a little bit what it looked like. Yeah, I guess you can. This is a bit later already, but as you can see the sunlight directly going into my face. Like there's just enough small gap between the windows and the shade, the sun screen, the window screen. Just enough angle, just enough gap to shine sunlight right into my face. I'm like, alright, I guess I'll wake up in the morning, 6 a.m. No choices. And it's also around time I exercise, I guess. I didn't exercise on the first day wake up. It's like, I don't know why I was getting into it. But by the second day, something major happened. Yeah, the second day, something major happened. Let me bring up X-ray. No, this is not me, but somebody broke their wrist. As you can see, you went from a vacation to quickly to some sort of nightmare, I guess. In the end, it worked out. It's not too bad, but like, oh my god, this is not a vacation anymore. So basically, one of the older auntie, capybara, fell and then to hold herself because she came out of a swimming pool and it was slippery. She went to the bathroom and because it's a slope, she slipped. She didn't have a slipper. She slipped. And then she catch her fall with her hand and broke her wrist bones. One dislocation with fracture maybe on top of it. I think this is fractured. Yeah, this is fractured. This is really bad. This is like both are fractured. This is like broken on top. It's like completely broken off. Like she's on the older side already, so she's fragile. So yeah, that really hurt her quite a lot. And then I just happened to be in the right place, right time. I was just walking around getting ready for lunch. I'll go a bit early and then I ran into this. Yeah, so I become one of the person in charge of bringing her to the hospital. The hospital. Hey, let me pull it up. So we are around this area. We had to get like the on-site doctor to come. He's a young fellow who seemed to be somewhat inexperienced, I think, and I don't think he's was trained to deal with this. And then they had to get the manager over as well and whatever. And then one of the uncle got really upset and then wasn't thinking straight anymore. Yeah, and then some of the other auntie, like seeing is like this is a wedding and also double up like a family reunion, like it's a big family. A lot of rodents showed up. So then one of the uncle, a shrew uncle, got upset and then tried to argue with the manager. At that point, the manager is more in defensive mode, say this is not really responsibility of somebody getting hurt, blah blah, so on. It's like it's not helping at all. Anyway, we some of the more logical people try to get things settled down to do what we can do, decide what to do, where to go, and whatever. The on-site doctor actually made a boo-boo. Like he knows it's like broken bone, but then he gave medicine, like one painkiller and one like anti-inflammation medicine. So one of our family relative is let's just say doctor. It's a doctor, and then she knew immediately that like she didn't take an anti-inflammation drug because when you have this, you want inflammation, you want the blood to rush there to repair stuff, to help with things. So then anti-inflammation was end up being bad for this situation. So the doctor, I guess, really inexperienced. You look like he's like maybe 22, just got out of college, probably maybe 25. Skinny young fellow. At most it's like just like do a short checkup, general practitioner type. I don't know what's the type of like the doctor training program in the Mexico, but anyway, we had to they do have like golf cart to help you carry. Like she got injured around here and take the golf cart. They had to drive us all the way to like over here. to the like below here. There's the medical office, which is not equipped to deal with it. Oh no, it's below here, below this building. Medical office not equipped with this. They help us call the cab, taxi, to send us to the hospital. And to go to the hospital, oh hell yeah! Now that's fun part, right? We had to travel all the way from here to all the way to this place. It's one strip, just one straight strip, one straight line. It takes like 20 some odd minutes, maybe 25, to drive all the way here to downtown. Then you finally have a hospital. So yeah, moral of the story: don't get hurt. Travel when you're young, and be careful if you're old, and don't always accompany your old folks. The old folks need to be watched over like their children. Man. And then she also wasn't taking care of herself very properly medically. We found out like she has like diabetes symptoms. She never went to doctor for it. Oh man. So like she has poor energy, and then like a fragile bone, and then that will explain the slip. Yeah. And then her children are all far away. She's alone on her own. Poor woman. So yeah, like it's supposed to be a happy vacation time in Cancun, and she broke her wrist, and then now she feels like she's troubling a bunch of people to help her because she can't help herself. And then we had to drive really far. I accompanied her to the hospital along with my mom. The two of us just happened to be in the right place, right time to be the loser, the sucker. No good deed goes unpunished. But it is what it is. It's what must be done. And I guess it's better me than somebody else, I feel. Because I'm a type of person who more logic oriented anyway. I don't get super upset with things, and I don't get super happy either. So honestly, like a vacation spa is like it's kind of okay, it's nice. But then like missing out a vacation like won't like break me or make me like go into a sulking mode. So I guess I was the right choice to be the sucker technically. But anyway, one more story is that so we will travel like before the whole hospital zone, the taxi. It's like she wanted water. Like I know beforehand she wanted water, so I already went and I saw the water at the burger place, so I filled out her water bottle with cold water. Now she was sweating like crazy. Like because the body is heating up and trying to repair the damage, or the blood is rushing to place, and I guess the anti-inflammation drug doesn't help either. Cause the blood to keep flowing more, and then actually I'm not sure. It's like the anti-inflammation drug might make it less heated. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I can't say for sure. But anyway, she was sweating like crazy. Like she needs so much water. It's just like it's constantly sweating it out. So I filled her water bottle up complete, like somewhat halfway. I wasn't sure if she can take cold water, so I only filled it halfway. In retrospect, that's a good and bad idea. So the good idea is that I only fill halfway. Well, the good idea is that I did fill it, but I didn't fill it all the way. Well, the good idea come later, I guess. The bad idea is that I didn't fill it all the way. So once we get to the doctor's office, we had to she like already drank up all of it, and then needing more water. That's when I go like, oh my god, oh no, I have to go get more water. When do I go get more water? The manager at this point, at this part, she was telling me that if I need anything, just contact her or the staff, and they will give me anything I need. Like, they will assist as much as they can. After like getting defensive and from the angry uncle to try to shed all the responsibility, like this is not our fault, you can't sue us, blah blah. Like there's no compensation, we can just assist as much as we can. So after all that talk, like so, okay, if you need anything, contact us, we're helping any way we can. But apparently that's all bullshit. I was actually pretty upset with him. Once I need water, I go around walking all the place to ask for water, like bottled water. Nobody can give me bottled water. Nobody. And then the hotel manager, like I guess she's a higher level manager, nowhere to be seen. And everybody's like unresponsive, unhelpful. It's like if it's outside their training, outside their usual purpose and response, they basically just freeze essentially. Like nobody is like I guess it's like above their pay grade or something. Nobody really want to like be the one to step out to make sure the customer is happy. Go to like in a more emergency situation to be more understanding neither. Most of them seem to more like want to dodge it instead. So in the end, I had to go to the hotel shop and buy water there for $4 per bottle. So this is where the good news come in, or the good idea came in. Because if the water wasn't filled halfway and she run out of water in the middle of a hospital, she will have no water there either, and I have no way to buy any water. So that would have been even worse. Yeah, funny enough. Because once I get to the hotel zone, apparently my phone cannot connect to the hospital's Wi-Fi, so I couldn't use Google Translate. So I have no internet, so I'm basically completely blind and deaf and then mute at the same time. Like all I have to do is able to use SMS, because at least I have SMS available to update some of the family member and friends of what's happening and updated them. But that's about all I could do. Like I was pretty helpless there. It's like a lot of hospital staff did not speak English. And then we go through the whole thing, like they had to sign a bunch of paper, fill out a bunch of paperwork, which I helped. And then had to call the insurance company to get them to approve stuff, which I approved, but like there's a catch. We had to pay the entire cost up front ourselves for the operation before the insurance can come in and pay for it. So we had to pay 20,000 USD for the operation, because the wrist is in such a bad shape, she cannot travel like this, and she's in such pain. She definitely needed it. But anyway, the operation was a success. They had to put a metal bar, steel needle, whatever. It was like it's like an 8 hours operation. They basically operated from late afternoon all the way up to like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. somewhere there. Pretty crazy. My mom stayed there the entire time. I came back a bit later just to attend the Beaver's wedding. But yeah, I came back for alright, where's the Beaver wedding? Here, the Beaver's wedding. So I came back just in time for Beaver's wedding. It was like before lunch. I skipped breakfast that day. was like I would save breakfast to control my calorie. I'm gonna eat a lot at lunch, and I went to the burger place. As I went to the burger place at around like 11 a.m. I arrived at that place, and that's when an incident happened. And from that point, I did not eat or drink all the way until 6 p.m. when I finally got back. Well, some the auntie did later visit the hospital at like 4 p.m. Brought us some sandwiches, which I was able to eat half a sandwich, which is my first meal of the day. After I haven't eaten since the dinner at like 7 p.m. ish last night or yesterday, all the way until 6 p.m. no 4 p.m. the next day. That's my first meal. Oh yeah, I was hungry. I was definitely hungry. Actually, I'm pretty proud of myself to be able to handle the situation all purely logically without any sort of honestly, I don't know what the panic feel like anyway, so I don't have a panic mode. So I just operate business as usual regardless of hunger level. So like I don't get frustrated either. I do feel a bit sorry for myself to be stuck in that situation, because I am still hungry after all. But to be quite honest, I feel like other people will have become depression mood. So maybe I was the one of the best person to be in that spot. Well, anyway, I came back, attended to change clothes real quick. Late for the wedding, they already started like a good bit before like I came. My purpose of coming back, I came back with the auntie that visited. So another thing, to drive there, the taxi costs $30. The Uber, $15. Same distance, same time, same place. Yeah. I don't know if the taxi are scammers, like maybe it's normally $20 and he upcharges for $30 because he see it's an emergency. But I do hear that's a very common thing in Cancun, Mexico, where they scam you, the tourists. But we didn't have the energy to like argue whatever, just pay the $30. Americanos. We do have the money, we just saw it, whatever. Anyway, but later on we be sure to use Uber. It's like I told the aunties and uncles to take Uber instead of taxi, which they did, which is half the price. And better vehicle if anything. Anyway, I took the same Uber with the auntie and uncle to come back. And then to attend the Beaver's wedding, I arrived probably like 30 minutes in. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know how much I missed. I missed the walkout. I didn't miss the if there's any objection, this is the last chance you raise your voice, blah blah. The bow, do you take this as your wife in good and bad, blah blah. Take your husband, good and bad time. And now keys, I didn't miss that. I was able to stream it for the auntie and my mom in the hospital. I live streamed it to them. Oh man, my phone was running out of battery too. And I just like do a video call and streamed it to them, and so they can like digitally attend. Honestly, my auntie was in such pain. She's like watched the bare minimum of it, and then they're okay with it. It's like 30, maybe like 15-20 minutes ish of stream. Well, Goosey didn't go much longer either because my phone was running out of battery. It was like I was all day out there and then didn't charge. And then I was supposed to use the tablet from my mom's to stream it, but I realized that was a bad idea because the tablet was out power too, and then I know my phone more better than her tablet, so I just used my phone. So yeah, I streamed that for the two that was stuck in the hospital. And then later on, I had to grab the charging cable. Good thing this auntie and my mom was staying in the same room, so then I can go to their room to grab stuff. They gave me the key card. I go to their room, grab their charger, grab their equipment, and then some other stuff to bring it to the other auntie that's gonna visit them later. And they were able to bring like charging cable to the hospital to help them charge. I showed my mom how to use the Google Translate because her phone can connect to the Wi-Fi in the hospital, but she forgot how to use it. You know, old folks. Well, anyway, I made it back like a whole day of ordeal. I dare not to complain. My ordeal is not near as bad as my mom, who has to stay with the auntie and has to comfort her and then bring her to a positive energy. So she essentially provides like a psychological therapy at the same time taking care of my auntie. Which she is really good at. In fact, she's essentially a professional at doing that kind of stuff. So she did a good job. The auntie was able to leave the hospital after being repaired, and then get fixed up, and then leave in good spirit, and not focus on the drama and the sorrow of the bad incident, and focus on the future and the positive event, the positive that can come out of it. So the auntie was in good spirit, but my mom, oh man, she needed a jacuzzi afterward. After she came back next day, well, that night we went to the American restaurant. It's good food, but you know, after like more than 24 hours, that wasn't good enough food. After 24 hours, I don't know how many food is actually good. Okay, actually most food should be pretty good. I guess that place really just kind of average. Okay, the culinary skill level definitely is good, but the dishes is just not that impressive. Like, I'm a person who like spices, and it's not spicy. It's more mellow. Yeah, and it wasn't a lot of food. All the guys joke that like afterward we're gonna pig out because the groom has been on like a wedding diet to fit into the suit. So we all joke that like afterward we're gonna have a revenge eating. Oh, I need revenge eating, alright. So we go to the buffet right after the American dinner. What did it feel? Like some kind of American barbecue as the final dish. It's not like barbecue. Barbecue is more like it's like a soft rib barbecue, whatever thing. And then there's some was it clam chowder? And some like appetizer. Then end with like ice cream and some cake. Yeah. Honestly, I've been to so many parts of the world at this point, like with a lot of good cuisine. So, and I also like a pretty sharp taster. So, it's not easy to satisfy this red panda. Yeah, I'm a picky eater. I'm sorry, mom. I'm a picky eater. Always make my mom struggle with cooking choices. Also, my mom being a good cook didn't help either. Yeah. But hey, because my mom is a decent good cook, and then I'm a big eater at the same time a picky eater. Oh man, I just realized that's what a troublesome person I am. God damn. I'm sorry, mom, for being a troublesome red panda. Omnivore, at the same time really picky, at the same time eat a high volume. Yeah, not easy to satisfy. But anyway, later on we go to the buffet and pick out. Let's bring back the image of buffet. Yes, buffet. Except it's nighttime. Oh, it's pretty interesting. Like the nighttime, the wind this area is like always kind of strong. Like very nice breeze. Maybe I can call it breeze. But anyway, the breeze is strong enough to like shake the palm trees. Why is it always like this? This is a morning. This is the last day morning breakfast. I took this picture. Where are the palm tree? The palm tree like shake left and right like crazy. Like that night had like a strong wind. And it's like, man, okay, it's not the same night. It's the first day night that it has the strong wind. And the palm tree is just shaking left and right. I'm like, wow, it looks like it's gonna have like hurricane or typhoon soon. But then for then, I think it's just Tuesday, which quite literally is Tuesday. Apparently it's always like that. I'm not sure why. But it looked like it's gonna have a storm outside, but it just it seemed to like to be every night to be like that. Oh, do I have a night picture? I don't think I got a night picture. I didn't bother taking any picture at night. Oh, let me talk about this place, I guess. I'll pass by this way. This is also like a concert hall thing, which is do I have a upper image? No, you can't see it in this one. Can't see it in this one. Ah, you can see it in this one. Okay, this one. So that is this dome place, this wooden dome, or what look like wooden dome, but it's not really wooden. There's some metal part in it. So there's this concert hall thing going on as well. They didn't have set all the chair. It's like I think like it's not always like this. I don't know, they have some like dance party. The last day I was there, it looked like there's a family there and doing like some sort of dance party. Or maybe there's some sort of concert event, I'm not entirely sure. There's not a lot of people. They look like a family or two that was there. And they enjoying singing their Spanish songs and dances. Having happy time. I'm just passing by to see. And then, so that was kind of interesting. But I don't know too much about it. Oh, let's talk about the cafe. Yes, the cafe. The cafe is pretty nice too. This is a drink menu. I visited twice of this cafe. Like some people like to leave like tips. Personally, I only leave tips at like late night, like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. I give like $1 or $2 for tips, which the staff is appreciate. Because apparently tipping is a bit of a culture there too. Or it's because there's so many American tourists and people just tip. But the only reason I tipped is because I saw the other guy that tipped. So I was like, that's the normal thing here. So I tipped as well. So yeah, you can get like all these are all inclusive. So you just go there, grab whatever, and then be on your way. You just order, see there's no price or anything, they just do it. And the worker there works like all day long, so bravo to them. Man, the Mexicans are hard workers. They really are hard workers. Maybe sometimes works too hard. To a point of inefficiency. But you can never call them lazy. They're never lazy. Maybe still a few here and there, but I have not met a lazy Mexican, honestly. Quite frankly. Okay, the broken wrist is repaired. Let me bring this in. Picture at sunrises. I woke up with nothing to do at 6 a.m. I suppose I will take some pictures. This is on the first morning. This is the last morning. Oh, not that one. Here's oh, that's repeat image. That's the first day there. Sunrise. This is the last. Yeah, the last day. Is it last day or second last day? Maybe it was second last day. I can't remember. I did some. No, this is the last day, because last day I make sure to wake up extra early. Let me show you. I hope I don't mess this up. How do I replay that? Oh, here it is. Yeah, 5 a.m. sunrise. I took a video. It's actually a lot redder than this. The camera couldn't capture it. But like the sun ray of red was actually really, really strong. Alright, next video. This is 6 a.m. Very beautiful. It's actually a lot more orange as well. Maybe more yellow. A lot more yellow. Yellow orange. Beautiful, right? It really look like this, like on the picture, on the brochure. Alright, let's stop there. Let's see. I close these. Oh, this one. I like this one. I have more photo. I kind of pick and choose which one's good. So yeah, this is the photo I took. Now for sure picture. Just my phone. Oh, I didn't shoot this one. Yeah. This one. I like this picture. Beautiful, right? I'm pretty good at my picture taking, composition, purposely pick the green and the angle. Okay, now all the picture turn out this good, but and also a little bit of shadow to tell you kind of mood. It actually feels slightly darker than this, but at the same time slightly brighter because our eyes work a little different from the camera, I would say. But this capture the mood pretty well. I think this probably capture the mood the best. Although the darker part is kind of like this, but it's brighter than this. It's like the yellow light was shining through like crazy. So the camera can't quite capture that. The camera capture light more like bright like this, and the shadow is dark like this. So it's in between these two images, you get a feel of what it actually look like. Now you can see on the side here, this wall are so yellow. Now the yellow light is really strong. so it's actually pretty bright. But at the same time, it's actually still also pretty dark because it's 6 a.m. after all. So the sunrise at like 5 a.m. is like red. Oh, and I picture. I like this one too. Very nice, right? I feel like this captured the image really well. Slightly dark, bright yellow, orange. Purposely make sure the light reflect off some water on the ocean. But you can tell the water is rough here. It's not flat. Like Pacific Ocean is a lot better in this regard. Like when I was small, my parents brought me to Thailand for vacation. That was many years ago. But my image of my memory of that is like Thailand beaches are some of the probably the top level beach in the world. And I think difference is that like Mexico's to US dollar, the dollar has a lot of buying power in Mexico, but I think dollars has even more buying power in Thailand. So it's like you come to like if you have like pay for like 3-star hotel in the US, you can afford a 5-star hotel all inclusive in Mexico. But if you go use the same price and go to Thailand, you'll be like the king. You can't beat that. Like Southeast Asia is crazy. It's like the US dollar has such buying power there. You can live like a king there. And I also went to like Singapore and Malaysia. And then one of the jokes is also like in Singapore is that you go, you cross the bridge. Just cross the bridge and you're like a king. If you have Singapore wages. Singapore and US wages pretty similar. In fact, like I say Singapore is a bit more expensive to live in than even the US. So then the buying power is really high. And then Singapore and Malaysia is just one bridge apart. So you just cross the bridge and all of a sudden you live like a king. Yeah. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, my conclusion is that Mexico is pretty nice, but I don't know if it's the age of the place. Maybe it's been like 50 some years, so it has well, maybe it's off season. I'm not entirely sure. I know the staff seem to be a bit overworked. I feel like they are a bit understaffed, but they try their hardest in what they can. Except like when things fall out of their expertise range, which is not very wide, they do kind of fall apart. You know, I wish I didn't find that out. I wish I didn't have to find that out. And I'm surprised that like the doctors in the hospital know how to speak English, so that was no problem. But they really show up. Doctors and the young doctors that to do operation doesn't speak English either. It's very different. But the doctor, the old doctor, I'm pretty sure he's American. I'm pretty sure he's like American trained, and then I guess it makes sense. Like if you're an old doctor, like back then there probably wasn't too many medical school in Mexico, so they all have to get like older doctors into the US to train the US, even if we play like a Mexican doctor. But this guy is definitely like American. I'm a little surprised. You know, to be honest, when I was traveling, when did I look it up? How did I look it up? I didn't have internet. Anyway, at some point I looked up the hospital that my aunt was staying at, and I see the review. 3.3 star, the lowest rating hospital in the area. I'm like, oh man, she's gonna be alright. Like the on-site doctors say it's a good hospital, but reassure us that they got everything that we need. but they got 3.3 rating. Well, in the after fact, I think the reason they got 3.3 is because so many of their hospital staff, aside the front clerks, speak a little bit English, and the doctors speak English. Nobody else speak English. Not the nurses, not the technician, not the blah blah blah. You have to communicate through Google Translate, and the hospital router does not take any sort of iPhone. Apparently, all the iPhone cannot connect to their Wi-Fi. Only Android phone can. Well, kind of makes sense, right? How many Mexicans gonna use iPhone? But I need an iPhone for my job. I prefer Android, but I need an iPhone for my job. Damn it. Anyway, let's go back to the launch. Yeah. Last day we had to check out, and I found out I booked a 1 day extra. My booking was until Friday. I checked out Friday, but I had to check out on Thursday because my mom had to come back home early at the company. I'm the driver after all. Oh, I should talk about the steakhouse. Hey, do I have steakhouse picture? Honestly, the steakhouse, well, I wasn't too impressed. But I think it's because I'm a picky eater. Their side dishes and clam chowder was really good. Actually, side dish is alright. The clam chowder is okay. It's decent, above average. Yeah, I think clam chowder might be the best part. I don't have a picture of the steakhouse. Oh, I don't have a picture of gym either. There is a gym, and there's also a spa, like a massage spa, and then there's also a what's it called? A sport bar. I did go to the gym, but I did not have a sneaker, so I was not allowed to exercise there. Then because they're afraid like people drop weight on their feet and then like sue the hotel or whatever, so they don't let you do that. And then there's a sport bar. I have no interest in that. So number one, massage spa. I found out you had to pay for it. It's now included in the all-inclusive. Makes sense. Spa massage is hard work. Then it's like $80. So it's like even my mom after coming back from the hospital, like I was already planning to book her a spa, but it's like it costs a good amount of money. She's like, nah, forget it. And then the good thing there's jacuzzi, so I brought her to the jacuzzi, and then bring her towel, tell her where she is, escort her. Obviously, we joke that make sure she doesn't fall. They're all pretty old at this point. So yeah, the jacuzzi, I guess it worked out, it helped. I think it really helped her out. And it's like then it was like the family reunion with everybody there, and then we had to they passed down some of the family jewelry from the passed away grandma to the descendant. It's now a family jewel. I also learned about jewelry a little bit. It's like apparently jewelry, once like you sell it or somebody buy it, it's like it's super hard to resell it, and the money value actually goes downward. Worthless stone is worthless stone, I guess. The whole reason they sell it so expensive is because you buy it once and then you don't have to buy it again because it lasts forever technically. Like each individual jewelry, like people gonna pay a lot of money for jewelry, they want it to be like have a certain meaning behind it. So second-hand jewelry doesn't sell well. Yeah, like maybe they melt it down, recycle it, like they melt down the gold and then harvest the diamonds on top or the pearls, and then call it a day and make it into something else. Yeah. So then instead of trying to sell them off like the old grandma's jewelry, they just decide to turn it into like family treasure, inheritance, and then pass it down through a lottery. I wonder if there's we can use it for any purpose. What did I get? I think I got like a earring, a pair of earring or pearls. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. We'll find out anyway. Then a brief story about the family history, but it was actually troublesome because we didn't find a quiet place for us to like talk it out. So they just decided to do it at the buffet, and they have some sound equipment. They actually asked me to research sound equipment before like we go, like what kind of sound equipment. But I'm like, alright, you need to give me what kind of room setting, what type of equipment we're gonna have for me to decide anything. They can't give me that, so they kind of really like winged it. Then the person who's in charge, the auntie that was supposed to be in charge of doing the speeches and go through the stuff, is the one that broke her wrist. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so everything become like very hashed together, like everybody can just wing it. We bought like some sort of like room microphone that can be supposed to use, but because the buffet is so noisy, like it's the only place with like enough room for like all of us. There's a lot of us, like friends and family, whatever. Okay, the friends not so many there. There's mostly families. And there's like the hamsters, the beavers, the shrews, the red pandas, the capybaras. They're all there, and then and it's also long table, so it's kind of hard to like give any sort of proper message. Like we hear a lot of people miss a lot of stuff. Honestly, it didn't go that well. The microphone doesn't work either because like it's trying to filter out all the background noise, and I just filtering out everything. Well, at least I'm not giving the speech because nobody can hear me. Actually, maybe people can hear me more if I do my public speaking voice. I think my voice actually can be pretty powerful for public speaking. Well, anyway, family reunion over, nighttime. I walk really far away to secluded area. Almost look like I'm gonna get robbed in the middle. Oh, hotel security. The resort security, they patrol every night very tightly, and then they also mask themselves, so they kind of look a little like bandits. But I can see why they need to mask themselves, because I'm guessing like no good people will want to identify them to hurt them when they go home, to get rid of security staff. So your identity is probably pretty important there. But yeah, they or maybe they're all part of the what do you call it? What was the gang name for the Mexican? Cartel. Maybe they're part of the cartel providing security, who knows. Honestly, cartel like provide security is probably safer, funny enough. But anyway, it's very safe in the hotel zone. You probably could walk around pretty fine. But I do hear some story of like a cop harassing a tourist in the hotel zone. But probably not inside the hotel area, probably outside the hotel area, where you can walk around. Let me see. Let me bring back this window. So yeah, this is our staying area. You probably go on the street, like you can walk around this area too. This is probably when you start getting harassed by the cops sometimes. Like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. At that point, like the cop kind of stop people and then ask for like $200 USD, or they lock you up, stuff like that. I've heard some story like that. I did my little research. But good thing we didn't run into any sort of that issue. But it's only when you really get into the main city, downtown area, that's when you start getting troubles at late night. So you have to be a local at that point. But we didn't really venture out of the area anyway, aside me needing to go to the hospital. But yeah, let's go back to the lobby. So last day we check out. Oh, we did go to the cafe. While we are we go to cafe, wait for the auntie to come back from the hospital trip. We kind of just wait in the lounge area. A little behind here. Hey, let me bring the picture. This one. Yeah. We're sitting, we got some of the coffee, tea or whatever, latte, some snack, and then sit here, wait for the auntie to come back, give them a warm welcome back, to hopefully, my hope is that seeing us welcome them, to show that we care, kind of deal, and then hopefully lift her spirit up a bit. It's like otherwise, it's like an old auntie. Her son and daughter is not here. She's entirely dependent on us to help her out. So I want to give her a sense of security that like we are here for her. Playing the mental game. All according to plan. Anyway, yeah, that was the day after the wedding. So that's like the third day. Then the fourth day, like that night, we went to the steakhouse. Then the next day we check out in the morning. Last meal at the buffet, we took this picture. Why I took this picture? You can see all the cups. All the cups is for all my juice. I don't know why I tried with the mug. I forgot. Not important, I guess, if I forgot. Yeah, very beautiful place. I love tropical areas, clouds. Tropical clouds are always so beautiful. Yeah. Well, that sounds. Oh no! It's not over. We got to the airport, check in real quick, and then oh man, the airport monitor does not update the flight schedule properly. We have to. It's quicker to check and more accurate to just check Google. And then I think they have some like a computer breakdown somewhere as well. They had to change our exit. Oh, we passed by like Charlotte, a stop by, and then they had computer breakdown in their scan machine for scanning luggage, and they had to rescan things, and then the computer breakdown some more. They had to type in the airplane ticket manually or something like that, or the passport number manually, so everything is slow. But then let's see. Okay, I think for some reason there were 3 flights, one way to Cancun and 2 flights back home, and one meet between a transfer flight on Charlotte. So the coming to Cancun, well, going to Cancun, I sit next to 2 kids. And on my way to Charlotte, I sit next to 2 kids. No. Going to Cancun is 1 mom and 1 kid. But going to Charlotte was 2 kids. And I suspect the 2 kids passed some sickness to me on there. It's because after I get back, I still like next day I start feeling like a scratchy throat, and then I become a full sickness for about like a week. So that week I didn't swim. So I am not swimming for like 2 weekdays, not 2 weekdays, 2 weeks, except the Saturday. Somehow I managed to survive both Saturday. So yeah, I got sick for a week, That one was rough. This sickness for some reason interrupt with your sleep. Yeah, so you can't sleep well, make it like recover slower. And I think it's especially worse for me for some reason. Maybe because I'm the first contact with the kids, I got more or something in the most close contact with them. Yeah, so I go there, got stuffed on the broken wrist hospital trip, and then forgot my swimming to buy swimming trunks so I can swim. Exercise a bit. I see it was a good exercise. And then lose 9k USD on my credit card because the auntie could maxed out her credit card, trying to pay half of the hospital bill. I had to foot the other half, and she will pay me back later, probably not with interest. So I probably still end up losing money. But I guess family help each other out. I'm sure they will help me later on as well. Anyway, and 9k down, and then got sick for a week. No good deed goes unpunished. Well, anyway, that sums up my experience with Cancun. Honestly, do I want to go back to Cancun again? Might depend on the price. I do feel like I like Japan and Southeast Asia more though. Japan for like all sort of good food, places to visit, polite and helpful people, and beautiful weather, 4-season weather as well. And then Southeast Asia's beach is just like, okay, most of the Pacific white sand beach is really hard to beat. Like, man, okay, Cancun is decent. Like Southeast Asia, in my opinion, just because the dollar value, like purchasing power of the dollars versus Southeast Asia, is like, okay, you can't be living like a king, alright? Okay, to be fair, to fly to Cancun, they actually subsidize the flight ticket. So the flight ticket is actually cheaper than the hotel fee. So yeah, I think for American, like for if you live in America, Cancun is still like very nice to visit for the price. But if you want like have a knockout though, and you want to go all out, vacation, beautiful place, amazing food, I don't know how often you get harassed. I don't know how Thailand is these days. But I think Southeast Asia is still more beautiful. Well, Pacific Ocean in general is still more beautiful. It's a strong competition, man. It's pretty hard competition. I do wonder if the western side, Acapulco. Let me see what it sounds like. Actually, I guess it's Spanish. Oh. I muted it. Here's
Acapulco.
Acapulco. I do wonder if Acapulco is actually a better beach. I mean, it's been there since like the 1600s, 1700s as a major seaport and major beach. Like when they first like you want to look for the first seaport, you always look for the calm area, like the calmest water. because without the ship not wavering around means it's really easy to like unload stuff. So that's definitely ideal. Like Cancun as a seaport, I think it does not have as much value, just because the water is rougher. Like moving stuff is probably more difficult. If you want to build a seaport, probably somewhere else. But as a vacation spot, and then like you use swimming pool and just admire the beach, ocean, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. And it's almost like all around surrounded by sea because of it's like a peninsula. So that's still pretty beautiful. Plenty beautiful. Although if you know, like if you're just like an internet panda, you kind of like look at the Google map and you probably are okay. The internet red panda, just look at the Google map and it's like, oh, I kind of get a feel of it. I'm alright. I'm good. I can just imagine the feel. You don't have to pay like a $2,000 trip to go there. So at that point, the only reason to travel is food. Whether the food is good. And I have to say, Southeast Asia and Japan's food is better. Yeah, like the Mexican food at the buffet is actually pretty good. The salsa was amazing. The salsa is good for everything. Like I feel like the salsa is their main dish there. That the main side dish or side main dish. You put everything with salsa, tastes better. Then you drink the orange juice, amazing, absolutely amazing. But you know, I wish there's a bit more. I wish there's curry. I'm such a curry head. I love curry. I love Japanese curry. I love Indian curry. Okay, I don't like Thai curry as much. Yeah, I don't like Thai curry as much. I love Indian and Japanese curry. Yeah, like when I was eating like the Mexican food, like because they had to appeal to the American taste, so nothing is really spicy. They do have one spicy thing, but because the spicy all based on jalapeno, and I don't really like jalapeno, I feel like it tastes better instead of spicy. Sure, there's spiciness to it, but I taste a lot of bitterness to it. I don't like bitter stuff, so I prefer chili pepper over jalapeno. Yeah, no ghost pepper. Ghost pepper tastes like grass. Terrible taste. Like, why would anybody eat ghost pepper? It's like I saw some like I had no instance of liking ghost pepper. It always tastes like grass to me, no matter how they do it. Like this very strong grass flavor. I don't want to go eat grass. Then why do I know what grass tastes like? Because I taste grass before. I did try to see what grass tastes like out of curiosity, long time ago. Yes, this is what grass tastes like. Yes. I'm a red panda. I just grabbed grass off the ground. No, I didn't. I did make sure it's clean, chew a bit. No, it wasn't that. It was mostly like you know, people do a grass whistle. So I tried grass whistle out, and then while doing grass whistle, you obviously taste the grass. That's why I know what grass tastes like. Yeah. Well, what else can I talk about? Man, it's been like 2 hours 15 minutes just talking about Cancun and the trip and the hospital experience and and the beaver wedding. The beaver wedding is happily ever after. Hopefully, Godspeed on their endeavor. I drew this picture really quick, but I did spend like 2 hours. I feel like I could do it faster, but I did make some mistake in between, so I had to erase and redo things. Yeah. I hope it's decent, right? It's acceptable. I did go a little easy on the beaver. They kind of look like capybara more than beaver. I think I had to make them fatter. But I didn't want to make them too fat because they have to stand up and all. Yeah, a little look like capybara. But honestly, beaver and capybara look slightly similar. Yes, one is always wet, this one is always dry. Like capybara look like large beaver, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. They do look a little similar. I could give them a tease. But I feel like that look a little bit rude. It make them look a little dumb. So I didn't include the tease. I want them to be happy. Happily ever after never happens. No marriage is happily ever after. It's more like struggle to fit the pieces together and you grow to fit each other. Or you divorce. Very common thing these days. Alright, I hope I have a happily ever after. Yeah, have a lot of good little beavers. And it makes some nice dams. Alright, I guess that's about it. I guess that's enough yapping. I hope that it was slightly interesting. It's first time I do just purely yapping stream about my trip and experience. Yeah. I went through a bit of the history in the beginning. 1970 Cancun. Oh, I forgot one thing. They did like a eagle or hawk show. It was like one other thing to do. So you see like a hawk here. I don't know if it's hawk or eagle. I'm pretty sure it's hawk. It's too small to be eagle. And too large will be a falcon. Falcon are pretty small. I don't know what type of hawk this is, but it's like a trained hawk. They have a few around. So, yeah. Decent sized bird. Not too big, not too small. Definitely can kill some iguana. I don't think it can be a red panda. We're a superior species. Yeah. But if you're iguana, watch out. Watch out. Alright, I think I will conclude it here. 2 hour 20 minute yapping. No, maybe slightly shorter. But yeah, Cancun. Let me bring up my. Let's bring this up. That was my Red Panda's Cancun trip. Yeah. Alright, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming. Hope to see you again on Thursday. It'll be a drawing stream. Back to drawing. I think I have an idea of what I want to do with Galleon from Grand Blue Fantasy now. Much more clear picture now that her trailer is out. Why is it this thing here? There we go. Look much better now. Well, what was it saying? Oh, Thursday. Thursday will be back to drawing stream, and Saturday will be a Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising again. So I kind of want to do like a gorilla stream in between to play a Grand Blue Fantasy reading. I've been playing for so long, and then today I missed out on playing games, so I kind of itching to kill more monsters. Yeah. Well, with that being said, again, thank you for watching, thank you for coming, hope to see you again on Thursday or Saturday. Bye bye! Oh shoot, let me do this. I mean to try this out for so long now. I keep forgetting to do it properly. So it'll be like this, and then meow.